Me? Are you live?
I'm live, and you can click on that link, and then you can be added if you want. If you'll click on that link, then your camera, and you can be added.
What should I say?
And you want? I don't have to add you if you don't want, but I can.
Okay.
Absolutely, honey. Good job. Oh, I don't particularly like how that shows up. That's weird. Ah, that's why. There we go. That looks a little better. Okay. So there we go. Dave, what's going on, buddy? I'm doing a Memorial Dave test live stream, which you seem to be great at. And you do. Oh, dude, you have no idea. MissYouSoMuch.com. Oh yeah, by Yellow, right? Isn't that one of your faves? Joe, baby. Joe, you ready for us to show up on your doorstep? Hope so. So I've got this little microphone. This is a $6 microphone. I've only modified the internals of it slightly versus my $11 one, which is, pretty uptown. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I'm looking at over there in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, if you click on that, and you can, yeah. Then you can do your phone out loud, Dave. Like truly out loud. All right, fair enough. Okay, so I'm going to add Gracie's phone to the live stream here. Oh, you want to add yourself to the Wi-Fi? The Wi-Fi is really good here.
What should I? It says like join your name.
Yeah, just type it in. Just type in like Gracie phone. 3 a.m. in Florida. The good news there, Dave, is that when I'm in Florida and it's 3 a.m., I can be like, oh my God, it's like daytime. So, so either put your headphones on or mute that, and then I'll add you. And let me turn this off.
I just silent mine.
And then add. There you go. So now you can. How come I can't hear you? It's weird.
I silent mine. I silent.
Oh, you silenced me? Yeah, but I should be able to hear you. You should be able to talk, and I should be able to hear you. Which I can't.
I don't want to talk.
You don't want to talk?
Yeah.
Okay, I have your microphone on, so maybe you don't. Maybe you are muted.
I did.
Oh, you muted yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I can't hear you.
I'm just thinking, how can I put the camera?
Yeah, you should. Good. Try the middle. Isn't there like a setting? Oh yeah, there you go. No, it turns you on and off. You should be able to choose a camera.
Maybe here, hold on.
It's kind of weird. What about here? Does that look better? It looks the same, doesn't it? There we go. So we had passion fruit up here. When are you guys going to be at the end of the... Where are we going to be, Dave? Well, right now, we just extended our Airbnb till the 30th. So the end of the month, we will be essentially here. Or we might leave early, but I doubt it.
I'm going to put my headset on, okay?
Yeah, put your headset on. But hold on, can I see your phone? I want to see how to flip the camera. Let's see. Okay, so that just turns it on or off. 3 dots.
Oh, it doesn't.
Settings.
Video. I'm just gonna leave and then put it
video
back.
Input. Back facing. Facing back, is that right?
Yes. Back facing.
Facing front. Facing back.
Works?
I don't know why that doesn't work.
I'll just gonna do.
There we go.
It worked?
Yep. Actually, if you go like this, hold on. No, you do want to go like that. All right, cool. So yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. Actually, we're not looking at Bush.
Hold on again.
We're looking at where Gracie. Yeah. So there you go. So now you see what we see. What if I go like this? Yeah, then that fills the whole screen. Awesome. Joe says hi. Yep. Big time. So what if you talk?
I
Turn mute off.
I just don't wanna.
Yeah, there you go.
I know, but I can.
But now you can hear me and I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm
All right, so
trying
now
not
here's
to
what you do.
talk.
Take about 700 steps right in front of you. No? Team. All right, you can mute me now because now I'm here and there.
Me, I'll mute.
Click on mute. Yeah.
See, I told you.
Well, I can. You don't have
because
to.
if I told you, they can hear me as well. I guess.
But can you hear me?
Yes, I do.
Can you hear me?
You don't need to do that.
Yeah, but can you hear me?
I can.
Can you feel it? You feel me? Look at, see that? Do it again. Show the guys what you just did. Multicolor. Yep. She's a star.
I don't know if they can you see it?
Yeah. No, you'll have to walk. Just walk literally forward a little so the light will hit it. Because you can't see it in the light. How come it's so small? Can't you get that the whole screen? Oh, wait, turn it sideways. No, it doesn't work. That's too bad. Yeah, it should be able to go whole screen, right? Oh, well. Anyway, so that's...
It's just a phone. So.
Yeah, just go that way. Bike ride with Joe, Chocolate Man, and Mitch. So be at Joe's on the 28th. Let's see. Trying to think where he's at. Oh, Prachap Curry Con. So be at the 28th.
Oh, again?
Yeah, actually click on it and then turn your phone sideways. Yeah, do that. Oh, yours doesn't auto switch. That's why. I bet it would if it did.
It depends on the thing.
And then, hold on. Oh, yeah. Full screen.
Now
That looks, yeah, I'll even make me smaller. That's great. Oops. Yeah, there you go. All right, cool. So now you can see what's in front. And that's pretty good. Are you on the Wi-Fi? You didn't add your Wi-Fi, did you?
I do. I am. Can you see? Look at that.
No, now it's sideways.
What? Oops.
Why is it sideways? That's weird. Oh, wait, open it. It's closed.
I'm sorry.
Maybe that's why. You shouldn't have to. Yeah, maybe you should have to keep it open. Yeah, there you go. Now it's full. Yeah, so now as long as you do that, then you're good.
Hold on.
So like motorcycle or bike ride? Because I mean, I know that Chuck is a huge bicycle dude. I can't hear the quality of my audio. I do have it on like high performance audio or whatever, but it's not peaking too much. I think the audio is probably kind of dull compared to what I'm used to, which is a bit bummer. So right now I'm using awesome. Look at this, dude. How married are we? Wait. How married are we right now? Look at that. Boom.
Are we?
I told them about your video.
What's video?
The how to get married in Thailand to a poor white guy. Restream. Restream.io is the name of this software, and it's in browser, so full cloud. And I start a lot of these things. I'm an early adopter on probably about 20% of the stuff I get to be a part of. So I was an earlier adopter of StreamYard, and then an early adopter of Restream, as well as not Streamlabs, but another one. Anyway, Restream is the one I like the most because the customer service is stellar and the developers really listen to the customer. Anyway, Restream.io. So I have like the full-on pro version, which is normally like $100 a month. And I mean, obviously in the last month that $99 went to nothing because I didn't do any live streams. But actually, I don't need these because I don't hear myself through that. So I got it for 50% off, like lifetime. So that's pretty cool. So it's nice because I get like all the new features, and I get all the new features that are only available for like a month for everybody, and then I get those forever. But then I'm also like in the beta thing, so that's cool. This is pretty good. I will say that I like you. I like the passion fruit thing, but the seeds.
Just the seeds.
Yeah, the seeds aren't super enjoyable. So I can do that, or I can do this. This would actually probably be a better format, wouldn't it?
Is this low-bat or no?
No, it shouldn't be. Is it? Oh, I keep forgetting to go to the Oppo store and try to get the Bluetooth audio better. From the 30th to the 5th. Oh, but where are you starting, Dave? Are you starting up by you guys? Or are you going to start down by I don't even. God, I haven't watched videos in forever, so I have no clue where Chuck and Paige even live now. Well, Dave, that should be your answer to all my questions. Yes. Yes, Mike's. Forza 350 and Joe has the same. Chuck will be on one also. 350s. That's crazy. So I go to rent like my click, right? And the guy that's renting, obviously, I said, oh, so what is like this, one click 150? How much more is that? And, gives me more. Well, it's more powerful. My God, it's like driving a rocket. And I'm like, dude, it's a 150. I'm like, I get that it's more, but come on. I mean, if you're not driving a 650 back home, it's like, you're on a Vespa, basically.
I forgot the number.
Oh. Add your fingerprint. I don't know. I don't think that one does fingerprints real well.
Every time that you turn it off.
Oh, you have to number code it. Yeah. Forza 350 though. That's. I mean, that's big for Thailand, right? But again, I'm not a bike guy, right? So like, I don't see the fascination with Harley Davidsons, because from my perspective as an engineer, I can make an infinitely more efficient noise generator than having to use a internal combustion engine. We are on our honeymoon. What are we on now, Joe? We are on month. Wait a minute. What's the date today?
21st.
So are we
In
4 months?
In 29th.
29th. I always 19th, 29th. You get married on the 29th.
5 months.
5 months?
On 29.
On 29. Okay. Are you going down? Oh, so how are you gonna get down there, Dave? You gonna take the train and then just ship the bike? That'll be interesting. I'll be psyched to. I'll actually purposely follow that. That'll be kind of fun. The other reason why I'm using this, and I'm actually not coloring the sound at all, is because I wanted to color the sound some. And now, okay, so now I'm live on VK. What is live streaming on the blockchain again? I can never remember the name of that. But anyway, that one. And then, of course, my YouTube, bkk.fm YouTube, africa.tv, Live My Ass Off Facebook. I'm on my Facebook. I'm on Gracie's Facebook. I'm on Live My Ass Off on Twitch. And unable to connect to this one, so I can disable that. I'm on Twitter, which is good, at Twitter/Amazing Mikes. So, anyway, so that's pretty good. Wow.
How does it work? I just took a picture.
You just did that accidentally?
Yeah.
Let me see. Check this out. She just did this. She doesn't know how she did it. It's like her in color and the rest of it in black and white. I don't know what that's called.
I don't know.
It's a neat feature, though. They did. I mean, it's perfect around you. Like literally, you are all in color and everything else is in black and white.
Wow.
Nice, dude. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. Joe is impressing us with his math skills here. Taking your bike? Oh, wow. So you're driving all the way down to Pratchett? I guess the Force is comfortable, right? I mean, it's not a click, obviously. So 4 months, 22 days, honey. But who's counting? Except Joe. Love Joe. It's totally, dude. I mean, that'll be really cool. I was looking. I know you guys have heard me mention him before. I'm a big fan of. Let me turn this off, so my Bluetooth headset the battery doesn't get excessively used or worn out or run out. Side Trip Life, great YouTube channel. Anyway, he's a Canadian guy. He's out of Bangkok, because of course he was in Samui forever, but he just recently returned to Bangkok, but took the train. Now Gracie and I have taken the train from Prachuap. What's the furthest south we've been on the train, honey? Prachuap? Yeah, I don't think we've been further than that. He took it from Surat Thani. It's a 14-hour train ride, and he took it there in the day. It starts at 6 a.m. and you get back to Bangkok, Bang Se, at about 8 p.m. So that would be imperfect, but wouldn't be too bad. Here's what's funny about the train is I really prefer the cheapest seats with no air conditioning, because the next step up in the air conditioned seats, it's literally like 10 degrees, like 10 degrees Kelvin. I just am not. Anyway, what I want to do is I'm actually going to, I'm really surprised that your phone is that jittery.
What is jittery?
It's not like real smooth video, because I mean you're on this Wi-Fi. This is amazing Wi-Fi.
What's wrong with it?
The video is just not smooth. Like the sound of those motorbikes.
Yeah.
Whenever we see those, Gracie and I do this. L.
I know.
Loser. Hi, pay attention to me, loud motorcycle. Okay,
So
you know what?
turn it off?
No, don't turn it off. I'm just surprised at it because you have a brand new phone and the Wi-Fi here is amazing. So, long ride from Surin. Yeah, and I know why you're saying that, Joe. Your wife's not happy. I know that she's saying that from a safety perspective. I'm not just, oh my God, you're gonna go hang out with your guy friends. It's a long ride, Joe. I hope you're not gonna do it in I hope you're gonna take breaks. Because I know that. Anyway, I know that. I'll tell you I learned a bunch of things, but probably the top 5 best things I ever learned in my motorcycle riding class that I didn't have to take, but if I took that, then getting my California motorcycle endorsement was infinitely easier. But I also learned something, which I was very grateful for, because I wasn't real confident on motorbike. The first is counter steer. That changed my life. It changed the way that I drive my motorbike. Very pleased with that. But the next is never get on a motorbike or motorcycle, whatever, if you're stressed or emotional or whatever like that. You got to leave that, you got to be focused, like a million tiny prisms that are basically looking everywhere. And yeah, that was definitely good advice. The other one, not so much here, but arguably in the United States, especially on the freeways in California, which is you are invisible. No motorist will ever see you on a motorbike. Although, to be fair, the people that are yeah, because of that, that's why I have loud exhaust, so they'll see me, they'll hear me. Well, if you're like me, and when you're driving around in your Acura with the windows down and the sunroof open and the AC on full blast and the audio on full blast, can't hear motorbikes. And that is the reason, Joe, I wear white shirts.
In a motorbike?
On a motorbike, I wear white shirts?
I'm just asking.
No. The white shirt thing is the joke that me and several of the other guys have when I did my 7-hour live stream from the train, and I wore a white shirt with the window open. and then I had a brown shirt. I literally watched it twice. Yeah, it's still.
I remember you told me.
I was like, oh my God, this is so good. I'm glad you're going to take your time. Thank you very much. Can I click? So here's the downside to this streaming software inside of the browser. If a link shows up like that, then obviously I could type it in, but I can't click on it like I could if I was in the YouTube chat. But the nice thing about this is it brings in all of the chat. So if you guys chat on Facebook, if you chat on YouTube, if you chat on VK, if you chat on, what is the silly one? I can't remember for the life of me. What's the one which is live streaming on the blockchain? DLive, the letter D live, DLIV, live streaming on the blockchain. How's alt season treating you guys? These seeds are
I know, it's distracting.
It's, yeah, exactly. See? She gets me. It's distracting. Okay, you guys, so just so you know, like, you know how you guys say, oh, yeah, yeah, they promised me this, and everyone's response is usually, we'll get it in writing. Well, we have it in writing that Dave is going to take his time because, yeah, you'll soon forget how long it took if you get there safely. But if you don't, you'll be like, yeah, but I was making good time. Arm in a sling. Two live streams in the old day. It's the old mics. Wait till I do a 12-hour live stream. Then we can talk about.
You are like Skittles? I thought you spray.
Well, this morning. I haven't today. I get a spray again.
I'll do it.
Okay.
The other one? Yeah. Oh, another one?
I'm psyched for the copyright. I'm always so offended when I get a copyright strike when there's it's ridiculous music playing behind me. It's this Spandau Ballet. Jorge Miguel. When did he die? Was that recent? I can't remember when George Michael passed away. It works on YouTube. Yes, indeed it does. I'm glad it works on YouTube. Yeah, I need to just start doing more live streams. I want to thank specifically one gentleman who sent me an email like 2 days ago, and he sent me a very heartwarming. It was just a really. His name's Greg, and he sent me a great message, and basically he was introducing me to Twitch. He's like, if you've never heard of Twitch, I've been watching some guys from YouTube on Twitch over there. I said, oh yeah, actually, when I do live streams, which of course hasn't been in a while, and he said, I think he said, I looked for you on Twitch, but of course after 30 days, there is, my Twitch streams would be gone. So of course I can understand why he.
What's gone?
Hello to mom and dad, says Joe. How shocking.
Yeah.
Nice to hear. Gotta love Thailand. Oh yeah. I didn't hear it. But Dave, congratulations. Because I know that when he posted or it's in the community tab. What's it called? Subscriptions? No. Members. Yeah. So you can do the members thing, the paid members thing, and I really wish there were some other paradigms for doing that because I think I can't remember which one it is. I can't remember what.
Where are you?
I'm trying to, because I've been bit before. Because I'm like a dog, honey. I have fleas. I need to wear a collar.
Copy that.
But yeah, congrats, dude. That's really awesome. 1,000 subs is neat. It felt really good. I remember when I did that. I don't know what your goal
Who's
is.
that?
Dave, gotta love Thailand.
Oh,
Yeah.
good for him.
Totally, it is. Yeah. I know when I got to 1,000, I was like, yeah, that's really cool. And then when I got to 2,000, I'm like, or actually, sorry, on the way to 2,000, I was like 1,500, 1,600. I really started losing interest in the trolls, and so I was just like, you know what? And so I think I'm literally at like 1,900 or 2,200 or something like that right now. Couldn't be happier. I do not. The stories that I hear, especially from Rike, poor Rike, who's I guess the only reason I isolate him is because he's he's arguably one of my. It's midnight in California, so he might still be up. He's probably one of my closest friends who has, over 50,000 subs kind of thing. Rob is close, but I don't interface with him any longer. We haven't talked to Rob since we were down in Phuket last, which was like March. I mean, I've chatted with him a few times online, but yeah, I haven't really interfaced with Rob a whole lot, which is a bummer. I miss him too. And, but yeah, I mean, he somehow was able to deal with the trolls, as is Rike, but the amount of attention units he had to spend on nonsense from these guys, I was just like, no, not happening. And as you guys know, there were times when I would be on the beach. I think it was in Krabi last year. And I was like, all right, so this is my last video for a while. And then I lasted like a week and let it just sort of dissipate and then came back on. But I think the good news is that there are so many more Thailand vlogger dudes than me that have well north of 50,000 subs that I no longer garner any sort of attention from these troll guys. I don't know. It's like I bet every single one of them has a loud motorcycle. Let me just say that. Steamy hot dog. Well, you know what? I love you too, Joe. Wanted to be free, but it wouldn't let me. It has to be 0.99. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. They kind of really, Joe. I don't. Dave, Joe. Got a left hand. Dave. Yeah, I don't get it. I like. I mean, I understand why I heard the story of that guy that he's weird. He's obviously got some mental problems. So I have some compassion for that. Even though the way that he directs his mental incapacities is really unhealthy. But regardless, obviously he doesn't want to get any help, and he's got enough followers that I mean, it's not like Charles Manson didn't have a following, right? I mean, so at the end of the day, there's always going to be a group that believes the way you believe, and good old Hitler, he wasn't starving for followers. But the point is that I see when a guy like that, he headed down to Phuket, right? And he was like talking to that guy Sonny, who I've never interfaced with, but I guess Sonny like physically assaulted him, like punched him in the face. And I would never do something like that. I would just few keystrokes later, and it's like, look, dude, you're in debt for the rest of your life. Like your credit score just went to 211. So, um, you can talk about me all you want, but you're also going to be living off food stamps, brother. So careful. That's my response. Or actually, I should say that's my reaction. It's not a very healthy one either. But anyway, so, there's enough people engaging in that behavior. I mean, you do it enough and you're going to get hit. You're going to get physically assaulted. It's like, dude, someone it's not going to put up with your nonsense. And there's a part of me that kind of likes that other people do that. Yeah, I shake my head and I'm like, your life, that's what I have the most empathy for. I'm like, your life compared to mine must be fucking lousy. I mean, if you are spending portions of your life learning about like what I do and mocking it, it's like you really could be spending time doing something. Anyway, I don't know. There's no logical, right? Yeah. So anyway, enough on that. But it's just I grew up near the San Fernando. That's right, Dave. You did, right? Yeah. 10 minutes from Sprawn Ranch. My friends used to go up there to party with Manson. I do not remember what the name of was it a movie? No, it might have been a TV series. I think we watched it maybe.
Okay.
It's about Charles Manson. Yeah, it was a TV series. Maybe I just watched it. But it was like in the TV show, they had various people that went there, and there was like this surfer guy maybe. Oh, no, the guy from the Beach Boys, right? And so he like went there for a while, but after a while he was like, dude, look, you're really weird. Like, get away from me. So they palled around with him for a while, but then there was that girl who was like totally going against her parents, and she says she joined the thing, and then her dad shows up, and then her dad has this like homosexual relationship with the Charles Manson. It was very it was ridiculous and sensationalized, Hollywoodized, so people would pay attention, kind of thing. But the other reason I'm physically here right now with that view is I thought it'd be really neat to be able to do a morning show from up here, a live stream. But again, I'm in Samui now, and it's still COVID, even though it's November of 2021. But there's a lot of noise from limited traffic, and we are about 5 kilometers north of Naton Pier. So, regular traffic. Like most people don't just get off the pier and like drive to their house like 30 meters away. They drive, elsewhere, and obviously Lamai and Chawang, right? The more popular places. And basically on this hill, once you get down this hill, you're basically in Boput. sorry. Bang Po, which then Mae Nam, and then Boput. But from here, there's a lot of traffic, and of course, there's a hill, right? So people are like accelerating to go up this hill, so you're going to get this car noise isn't too bad. The truck noise and then the motorcycle noise is. I'm going to listen back to it, but I anticipate it's going to be something that I judge negatively. Let me see. I see your message, Teresa. Thank you. And for some reason, I can absolutely show. That's weird. I can't click on show it. Can one of you other guys on Facebook send me a message? I want to see if I can. Teresa sent us a little hammock. My friend Teresa from San Diego says hi. She's an amazing photographer. She's the one that. What did I just do? Oh, sorry, honey. It's good. I always smile when I see you. Yeah, it's good now.
BKK.FM is live.
BKK.FM is live, honey. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Hmm.
You have my phone, so I cannot phone my friends.
We can use that phone. You can switch if you want.
How can I do that?
Open up WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And that should show up.
But this would be yours, not mine.
Hmm?
If I open this, it should be yours, not mine.
It's fine. Just open it, and it'll do exactly what your phone is doing, and then you can close your phone. And then you can use your phone.
Ah, smart.
Yeah. You might want to mute it, though. Oh, you're probably going to say, like, Mike's phone, Mike's Oppo, or Gracie, or whatever. Okay, see? Yeah, see? So for some reason, Teresa, I apologize. I cannot show your comment because... Actually, you should just be able to mute. You shouldn't... You can't? Okay. You had to turn it down? Let's see. Does that do it? No, it's still talking? Let me see. So anyway, Joe, thank you for doing that.
So I turned this off?
Yeah, totally turn it off. Oh, wait. What? Okay, the audio's coming from here. Why? Why can't I turn... Why can't I turn the
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why can't you mute the speakers? That's weird, right?
If you have the... Wow, it's hot. If you have the... like, headset... Oh, here. Come here.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay.
No, it won't sound if there's this.
I want to figure out why.
Honey, just put it there.
Hold on. Yeah, that's the input. That's so weird. I want to know why. Muted. This is muted and this is muted. So this is muted. And then... Very weird. Turn my mic on, then there's still some speaker here. That doesn't make any sense to me. I want to know why I cannot mute the speaker here. That doesn't make any sense. There we go. How about now? Okay, wait. Media. Is it still? Yeah. Okay, I turned on silly friggin' TikTok by accident. But it's still... Wow. I don't like that at all. And then...
See, you said she likes my eyebrows.
Does she? Gracie got her eyebrows done, which I don't think was necessary, but... Okay. There.
Works now?
Yeah. Just place it.
Oh, it's done. You touch it. Can you see it?
A little to the left.
How can I change the?
Oh, you can go into camera.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I did. Thanks, Joe.
This.
There we go.
What?
Joe said hello to Teresa.
What
Yeah,
is
Teresa's
it? It's
awesome.
done.
Yeah, you have to click on the link again. That's weird. Why wouldn't I be able to mute an end user device? That's weird. Here you go. Cool. Thanks, honey. Oh, wow. Your phone is so much better. Oh no, there we go. That's cool. Your phone's better though. Your new one, which is good. I'm glad your new phone is better. Did you hear? I'm sorry. So it's not bad.
Not bad.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
It's not bad. You're not bad. You're not bad. Gracie's not bad.
Worse.
So the other thing I wanted to be able to do here is do remote voice tracking. I was at this burger place. Gracie just said bad words in Tagalog, by the way.
No.
Whatever.
Is,
She swears like a truck driver. This woman.
Bilanggo is prison.
Sailor, like a sailor.
Bilanggo is a prison.
Like a sailor.
Prison.
Honey, vulgarity, just Southeast Asian vulgarity to the extreme. That's her rolling my eyes, in case you wondered what that sound was. Good job, Gracie. Voice tracking, remote voice tracking, but actually, I wonder if I could do that. I don't know if I can share the mic with two apps. I might be able to. Let's see here. Exactly. You see? That's what you just said, honey. Joe heard everything you just said. Let's see if I can. Speakers need to be. Go into my Bluetooth is on. And connect to these babies. There we go. So that's connected. And with any luck, get rid of that. And then I should be able to, in case you guys want to see what I'm doing, I can just do it and not share it with you. There we go. Let me show you what remote voice tracking looks like, if you guys care. That's what the post. So get rid of that. There we go. That's the remote voice tracking software. And then what I do is I start a remote session on bkk.fm. And this is what all the jocks do, not just me. So right now it is 3:34, so that means it's 15:34. So I could go into the 1500 hour, actually, and as long as I pretty much... And so now what it does is it brings down the last 20 seconds and the first 20 seconds of every song. And then, as you can see inside of the playlist here, it's got the various songs, and then these red dots are places where voice tracks can go. Let me see what's being played on bkk.fm right now. Vertical Horizon is what's being played. And it's interesting that bkk.fm is not playing. I wonder why. I'll get rid of that. I don't need that anymore. Oh, I know why. Because I'm sharing the sound. And it's picking up the clicks, which is pretty friggin' annoying. Yeah, I guess I can't do both at the same time. And then, oh, I bet if I used OBS, I could. So, anyway, let me see. So if I were to do, let's see, it's 15:35 right now. We're playing "Broken Hearted" by Carmen, which is right here. You can see at the top of the list. So the next voice track would be there. So I'll wait till this, and then we'll do it after Youngblood, Naked and Famous. And let's see. Make sure I got the right. I don't know if I can use the audio. Yeah, see, the main playback is there. Okay, so I should be able to do a voice track with this thing. It's a little bit of quality audio for the voice. And should be. Let's see if I can hear it or not. Yeah, no, see, I can't hear that at all. That's disappointing. Oh, man, that's such a bummer. I think that's because this has taken over my audio. Either that or it's echoing, removing echoing. So hold on, let me see if I can. No. Oh man, it's not playing. That's too bad. I was kind of hoping I could do 3 things at once. That would be really excellent. Would. Oh. I don't know if you guys. I don't think you guys heard that. I'm gonna have to get probably potato. If I get. Yeah. Never mind. I'll stop sharing, and I'll get rid of that, and then I'll go back to hanging out with yous guys. What do we got going on up here?
You okay there? It's still working?
Yes to the members page. Oh yeah, that's right. You were at. He was asking about that, right? I am okay. You have this angle. Oh, okay.
Why? That's why you. And look, don't.
No, I want to do that. That's good.
See? I told you.
She loves saying "I told you." I don't know if that's an Asian thing. Or...
I mean, just don't move it. Because if you move
Yes
it,
to the members page, honey. Yes to the members page. You want some more of this? No? I'm glad we only got one. Because I don't think I'd want the whole thing either.
Yes, I guess we should just get like a coffee a little later.
I had a lot of caffeine today. You want to... Probably has like water and something like that, maybe.
Or maybe like mocha,
You want a mocha?
if you have one. It's not on the list.
Yeah, it's
but
on the list. Ask him.
maybe just see. Right? Tastes good.
Sure.
After you finish that.
Oh, you're doing a live stream tomorrow, Dave? Okay, cool. Tried to do it for free, but it won't let me. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. Oh, you turned the membership on? Right on, Dave. That's cool. Coffee for you, Joe? Really? It's what time is it there, dude? 3:39 a.m. I hope you have me on the big speakers. I hope you have me on the Klipsch near field. That would be, my ego would appreciate that. These guys over here to my right, they're installing a.
If you have a mocha.
Okay. They're installing a sign, and it's just like they're stretching canvas, right? But the smart thing is it basically says like Central, Central shops, right? Giant QR code, so you can like scan it driving down. So I thought I'd test it. So I go over there, and unfortunately, right in front of the sign, as you're driving up, what would be in front of between you and the sign is a light pole. And so it's this giant straight silver line, basically, in front of the QR code. And it prevents you from scanning it. So that's an important safety tip. I didn't know about that. What do you say?
He said like tea.
Tea?
I guess tea with milk. Mocha, I don't know. I didn't understand that.
Ask for tea. His English is great.
Yeah, I'll try.
Oh. So the guy that owns this place, he has an actual coffee farm up in the Lipa Hills. Lipa I think, area. Anyway, so if you know where Lipa Bay, right? So like south of Nathong is Lipa Bay and Lipa Noi. And in the hills up from there, he has his coffee plantation. And he grows Robusta beans. He can't grow Arabica beans because there's not enough altitude. I forgot about that. And so he grows Robusta beans here and brings them home and lets them do whatever they do. He says it takes him about 20 minutes to roast them. I don't know what that means. I don't know whether that means they're dark or heavy or, full flavor. What did Dana tell me? Like when you're making coffee and there's like fuzz at the top of it, I guess they call that the bloom. I don't even know. It doesn't matter. Like, what up, honey?
So people will say like, oh, we have a few customers.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, for sure. This guy has tons of customers.
Yeah. So it's like
Andy, what's up, man? Good to see you. This is my peace sign. Hey, bud. I'm looking for. I gotta tell you, man, these seeds in this passion fruit makes me passionately want some other fruit. I think that was the original design. Heavy on the desktop with speakers on bkk.fm on my phone and with my headset. See, Joe, you get me. Smart man. Smart man. The band that does this song, you probably can't hear it from here. It's only words, and it's a song by a band called Extreme. When I was in college radio, the first interview I ever did online was when I was in college radio. So I was I think I was about 15 or 16, maybe. I don't think I was 14. So either 15 or 16. And back then college radio was where bands got played first. I mean, I played U2 and no one even knew how to spell U2, right? And that was in mid 80s, early mid 80s. I graduated from high school in 86. So I was on the air in 82, 83. And I remember playing U2 and people were like, what's with this Boy album? I mean, and they weren't cool, right? Because they weren't, what was cool in the 80s? Like the early 80s. Rock basically was cool. And then like alternative slash, they didn't really necessarily call it that, punk or like, anyway. Duran Duran, it wasn't cool to like Duran Duran, right? But then U2 became very cool. But yeah, Extreme. And this is definitely not one of their more popular, their more favorite songs. The band, they don't particularly like this song. But this is what completely put them on the global stage, is this ballad, More Than Words. What's going on, Andy? Yeah. Well, where are you at now, man? Samui's great. I dig it big time. Thailand Digital Nomad, you're so cool. You have such a great channel, man. And but so does Dave. So do all you guys here. I hate to say this, but I just haven't spent the time on YouTube at all. And so unfortunately, I don't know. Joe is probably up to 29 of 30 of his amazingly positive, reinforcing, things that he's giving us, all these meditation videos. And I don't think I've watched more than an hour in total of all that. This is horrible, but I do other stuff. I drive around. And again, I also haven't YouTubed in a while. So mainly because I've been ingesting these seeds as part of this passion fruit. From this day forward, I've lost my passion for that fruit in a big way. If I wanted to get stuff cut in my teeth, I'd start chewing sand. Yeah, Andy, Smoothy's cool. Going after the wombat? Nice, man. You're a crypto guy, huh? I think. I don't know. Sorry. Again, haven't watched. Oh, a puppy. Oh, wow. You were attacked on your face, huh? Poor guy. Poor gal. Can't talk. It's, telling the gender of a dog in this country is like trying to figure out what's a ladyboy. You just do it in a different way. Grunge. Oh, am I playing the Grunge Garage right now? Sundays at 3:45. Yeah, I might be playing Grunge Garage. That's a good show. That's from a guy out of Philadelphia, I think. Market 9, right? So most of the shows that I get done are from guys that are pretty well versed in radio. So it's cool. How's the?
It looks orange. I don't.
Oh, did you get like milk tea?
Oh, maybe.
Mm.
Yeah.
Still pouring here. You're in Mitch. You're in Mitch. Good to see you, man. You're in Jomtien, Chamakap? Yes, you are. Hello, Mr. Mitch. I'm a big fan of Mr. Mitch.
Here in Thailand.
Yeah, he moved here probably 2 months ago, Mitch. Maybe less than 2 months, but recently. Did Phuket, I think, for about a month. Early Feb. Oh, that'll be, actually, I'll tell you what, here's what's going to be cool about February. Is for the most part, February is, it's not really high season anymore. I would submit to you that in normal times, high season is arguably November, December, and then January till about January like 15th. Then it's pretty dead until till Chinese New Year, which depending upon where it falls, sometimes it's February, March. But that's like a week, and then after that, it's dead again until it's not dead. It's just much less people until Songkran. And let me see if I can move this so you guys can see a little bit more of Koh Phangan. In fact, let me do this. Oops. Do this. Do this. Yeah, Koh Phangan is over there to the left of your screen. Oh yeah, I see. It's kind of got that in the way there. But yeah, that's Koh Phangan in the distance. And we're gonna cruise over there at some point. That'll be kind of fun. But yeah, February will be good because okay, so this is Mike's prayer, is that they'll have the kinks ironed out of this scenario. But who knows, man? Because I mean, again, they went from certificate of entry to Thailand Pass, and I got buddies that did Thailand Pass from San Diego. They I think it was a group of 10 of them, and they all did this Thailand Pass nonsense. Think about that, right? So 10 of my buddies come over here on day one just to like hang out. Each of them is spending 10,000 baht to do like the 2 shots. I mean, that's amazing. So when people are like, oh yeah, well, I don't know too many people that come over. I got a group of friends that on day one, collectively, they spent about 150,000 baht coming over here. That is ridiculous. And I don't know. I mean, I guess it's necessary. I don't know. I think it's ridiculous. But going shortly. Well, hey, as far as rain goes, we had a ton of it up until like basically 2 and 3 days ago. Gracie, however, spoke to the rain gods last night, and you requested that it would not rain anymore after 7 a.m. And that worked out. She was able to be like, I just don't want it to rain after 7 a.m. Works for me.
That's enough.
Yeah. She was just like, this is what's going to happen.
It's fine.
Yeah. And then bam. Asian magic. Yes. You living up on Pratamnak, or are you down a little bit further? August, yes. Okay, very good. Oh, you know what's really cool? Andy, are you coming down to Jomtien? In February? He's probably doing... Yeah, thank you, Private. I appreciate it. That's really cool. Who was the other one that was here that I hadn't seen, or that I had kind of like forgotten the name? It's Mafia, like Sumi Mafia or something. I don't know. I can't remember her. I think it's a woman. Her name. It's a neat little handle, actually. So yeah, twice today. Thailand Digital Nomad. His name is Tom. Is that right? I think I got that right. You're looking forward to Thursday. Why are you going to head down there? Are you guys going to meet up? it rain keeps up, I grab a bolt. Don't want to miss Thai-tastic's birthday celebration. Oh, so here's a question for you, Mitch. I considered us going to Pattaya for the fireworks festival. It was cool last year. Well, for a couple of reasons. One, and also Gracie wasn't here, so I was like, all right, well, and so I met Todd. Actually, I met Todd. I don't know if did I meet him there? No, I think I first met him in Phuket. I think I first met him in Phuket. Maybe not. I can't remember, but I think maybe it was actually the fireworks festival last year. Anyway, so we were down there last year for that, and it was good. And if Kiss FM had more, balls, quite frankly, behind it right now, I might head down there and get something going there. But it's just one of these things that's not. I don't see it having so much momentum that it's worth it to me to like basically attach my horse, as they say, to Kiss and run with it. It just doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't make it. But yeah. So that's cool. You guys are down there for that. I mean, that'll be this week. Well, today's Sunday, but so a week, 5 days from now, right? Because I think the first fireworks are Friday night. Does that sound right? I think that's right. It was fun. I mean, the fireworks were good, and it was busy, man. I mean, all of the walking streets blocked off, right? They have vendors over there and stuff, so it's like really cool. You're fasting, yeah. What time is Thai-tastic? So you know what's funny? You wrote TT, and there was this this was a while ago, and someone sent me this link, and they're like, "Hey, watch this video," right? And it was I don't even teacher, right? Teacher Thomas Thailand, and I'm not saying anything bad about him, but they sent me this video, and there was this woman professing there was this negative scenario that she was involved in with TT. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess it must be. I had absolutely no idea what was going on. And so she sounded like obviously she was in emotional pain, or she was just really acting really good, or she was in, true emotional pain. So I made some comment like, I'm sorry that you're going through this, and hopefully it'll come up. And I didn't realize that she was talking about Teacher Thomas Thailand until he commented on it saying, Mike, what the hell do you know about this? How can you possibly know what's going on, Because she's talking about some bar that I guess, I mean, again, I don't know the scenario. I'm not saying anything bad about him or any of you guys. That I mean, maybe you're all friends. I don't know. But what's funny is that I could have sworn in her diatribe she was saying TT. And so when you said that, that's when I thought, oh, yeah, it's TT. I had no idea that it was connected to Teacher Thomas. But I guess everyone refers to him as Teacher Thomas Thailand. So TTT and TT for sure. I mean, again, it's a whole bunch of nonsense drama that, I don't blame him for, quite frankly. I mean, in all honesty, after I realized, I guess, that it was his gig, I just sort of, I stepped back from it and I was like, well, it sounds like she's a disgruntled employee. I mean, I didn't see her start the video off with, okay, well, let me give you my assessment of working for this company where I made $250,000 US, and I still have a 10% ownership in the company that's growing 30% year over year or quarter over quarter. No, it sounded like she was not the business owner. And so you have a much different lens of how a business should work if you're not the owner. And so, the infamous grain of salt. And again, to be fair, if it were a business owner bitching about their employees that didn't treat them well because of the way that, then I would be like, okay, well, yeah, you're the business owner. That's your lens. And you're talking about people that worked for you that weren't happy and you can't understand why, And again, I suppose what I should have done, but I was just I'm losing myself with this drama once I saw the first comment. But I probably should have, while saying, yeah, I mean, I have empathy for the way you're feeling. I'm sorry about that. But I also should have been like, there's a high likelihood that 49% of this problem is probably yours. And there's a high likelihood that it might even be higher on your end of responsibility. But anyway, that just reminded me of that. So anyway, I'm glad you guys are... Thai-tastic, I've heard... Now, did Thai-tastic start off with the whole drone thing? Or was that Thailand droner? You know what I just heard in my head was Kev saying Thailand droner or something like that, right? That's not what Kev sounded like. he sounded a lot more idiotic than I love Kev. I miss Kev. I do. I don't miss him for some of the stuff that he did, but I definitely miss what I got to experience with Kev, which was a shitload of laughs. Traditionally with or initially certainly with Rob. I met Kev for the first time when I was down in Pattaya with Rob, and Rob met Kev for the first time too. So it's kind of weird. I wasn't bald then. Early start is now at official time 5 p.m. Oh, so that's cool. So are you guys gonna do it at the what's it called? Yeah, I like Pratham now. Oh God, I just forgot the name of the bar where Kev used to have his little parties there. I want to say Sundowner. That's the Hideaway on Soy 15, Soy Bacau 15. Does that sound right? Can't remember exactly where it was. So waiting my confirmation for the Thailand pass. Should it get into to Andy? So how far deep are you into that? How many days are you in? Yeah, thank you, Mitch. I absolutely dig it here. That's why that's what I'm looking at, and behind me is the rest of the coffee shop, and it's a cool little place. Plus, the internet's ridiculous. It's like 200 megs. It's like solid glass in the middle of an island, which is amazing. Watched from YouTube last year the fireworks. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think Todd did a lot more of that because he was all stoked. He got this brand new iPhone and he had 5G. 5G in Pattaya in 2020. I'm like, oh yeah. And I'm from San Diego where the friggin' cell phone was invented, Qualcomm. And like 4G would drop out as I drove over the bridge from San Diego to Coronado. And if you don't know, that means you're driving from a affluent place to a ridiculously affluent place. And the silly cell phones coverage would drop out. It's so offensive. I think I saw, yeah, Roy. Hey, good to see you, man. I'm sure the fireworks are canceled. No, they weren't, actually. The only thing that was different is traditionally it was referred to as the International Fireworks Festival. And so it's no longer called that because they can't count on international people coming in because of the travel ban. So it's called the Pattaya Fireworks Festival. And I will tell you that it was 2 days of really, really good fireworks. It was a good time. That's right. Thank you very much, Joe. Soy Mafia. That's correct. I completely spaced on that. We'll never say anything bad about that idiot in Ray Og that is a few sandwiches short of a picnic. Right. But you never say anything. That intimates that you're basically your friends, huh? Canceled last year. Must have been a year before that I watched it on YouTube. What, fireworks? No, I was there, dude. The fireworks festival absolutely occurred last year. Todd and I were there. Ask Gracie, but yeah, very funny. Yeah, absolutely. It means this is Thailand. Yeah, I don't know the other thing, but right, Joe? Yeah. I'll tell you. I mean, there's a bunch of goofy little things that I've learned in the various meetings that I go to, and for most of you guys, you realize that those revolve around 12-step type of scenarios that keep me alive. But one of them is if you have one finger pointing at someone and you're like, this guy is such an asshole. If you got one finger pointing at someone, that means you got 3 fingers pointing back at you. So it's like, take a look at your own behavior. And I know that for Christ's sake, you don't have to get drunk and go to an AA meeting to learn silly little lessons like that. Most people learn those by the time they're 11. But unfortunately, I was a slow study at holding myself personally accountable. 98%, yeah. 101, 110% at 80 miles an hour, Joe. Absolutely. That's bkk.fm, baby. Hashtag amazeballs. Wombat and Kiwi Bar in Jomtien. Kiwi Bar. Is that on Beach Road? I can't remember. Hideaway. Yeah, thank you. I don't know what I said. I probably said something incorrectly, but thank you, Mitch. It's kind of a cool little place. I mean, right down the side. In fact, if you go down that street and go to the left a little bit, you are smack dab in front of the first hospital I ever landed in Thailand with my concussion. And I lost 30 minutes of my life. And I woke up with blood all over myself thinking, I think I got into a motorbike accident. Why is my toe half hanging off? $17 later, I had a full exam and medication. Pattaya City Hospital? I think that's the one in Bukau, right? 5 days in. She got 2. Really? So it's like, so is it, so 7 calendar days is what they're taking to do those now? Did you do it yourself, or were you like, I'll pay one of these people? They'll do it for me for like 3,000 baht. Like that one lady, it's Thai things. She's pretty cool, actually. I think she's got actually a lot of integrity. She's got a team of people that helps out with some stuff. Now, there's another lady who's so annoying. Her voice, it's just like fingernails on a chalkboard. And I can't remember what hers is called, but it seems like she basically watches It's Thai things, and then like less than 12 hours later comes out with a video that says the exact same thing. And then she's got like a URL to her travel guidance channel. And, she's popular, and many people think that she's got a good shtick, and maybe she does. I don't know. Wow, I just turned my head. Oh, can you see? So if you guys wonder why I shaved my head, right? Can you see the way the light catches that? Every single follicle that grows out pretty much, if I don't shave it off, is gray. And in order to dye it, you have to let it grow out for a while. And I was just like, you got to be kidding me. Gracie, I think she told me probably about half an hour after we first met, she said, you should shave your head. But I waited too many years with too much, I don't know, vanity, I suppose.
Stressed with the color.
Stressed with the color. Yeah, we would go. I'm like, oh, honey, we got to go to Watson's and get me some ink. But as Roy said, fireworks canceled last year, so it must have been I was there, trust me. There were fireworks last year. Ask Todd. Me and Todd. Oh, what's his name? Ann, right? His wife's name? I think that's Todd's wife's name. I have a mosquito bite on my... And I'm going to need a lot of sympathy for this, so I'm going to show this, guys. I'm going to just, like, right here. I want you guys to emotionally scratch this so that I can bitch about how much I hate mosquitoes and how superior I am compared to them. I remember watching a fireworks show from Pattaya sometime in the past, or was it Sydney? Now, I don't know how many people did. I will tell you that when we were there, they had, I want to say, at least 3 live stages. Maybe it was only 2. I know that there were definitely 2. There was one down on North Pattaya Road, and then there was one at about Pattaya Central Road, about 1 or so blocks north of that. And they were pretty good, actually. There was a couple of local bands. Yep May Yep wasn't there. I love those guys. They're out of Bangkok. They're a super great group. BKK.FM plays Yep May Yep. Beautiful Girl, I think, is personally, as far as I was concerned, it was going to be the hit of the summer. But of course, they're from Thailand and they're not from, Santa Monica. So therefore, they didn't get popular like they should have. Kind of bummed me out. Gothenburg, Sweden. Oh, Stefan. Stefan, right? Not Stefan? I apologize. Let me Google that. Gothenburg. Gothenburg. Wait a minute. Is that where Batman was first? Like, how do you say Gothenburg in English? Gotham City? That's where it came from. Oh, look at you. You guys are beachfront property there in Gothenburg. Of course, your beachfront property at... What are you guys at about? Dude, like, why? Gothenburg, Sweden. Oh. You guys are at like... What are you, like latitude 70? Dude, it must be freezing up there. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Google will tell me. You're at latitude 60. Ouch. Dude, that's brutal. Gothenburg, Sweden? Hold on. Oh, yeah, you're at latitude 57. Yikes. Dude, that is like... What is the highest temperature you ever experienced there? Probably colder than I would be able to tolerate. You have much thicker skin than I do. Thank you for coming by the way. I appreciate it. 9 people watching. Thank you. Indeed, the infamous Beach Road. Oh, dude, you're at Koh Tao. Catch Bay. Good. Hey, wow, you're a new name to me. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. So I figured out that Gracie and I can take the Raja ferry from here to Koh Phangan, and you can take the car. But as far as I know, the only way to get to Koh Tao would be either a speedboat, but I like the ferries because it's like then you're on the water for an hour or something. I love being on the water. But Koh Tao, I guess that would be the only way to get there from Samui, right? How do you get back and forth? Do you just take a speedboat? Oh, and do you have to get tested. You have to get ATKs. You have to get that either way. I found out that you can get those at Moira for 139 baht. That's pretty awesome. We paid 600. We got them at that place in Bangkok that Chris Parker uses. So we got so that woman. There's a woman over there to my left, and she's walking up this dirt path, and it's quite steep. And I'm like, is she gonna fall? But anyway, yeah, I was thinking about going to Koh Tao, but good for you, man. Thank you for stopping by. That's really cool. I'm surprised that like it showed up for you. I guess maybe because I have the word Samui, so maybe that would be relevant to your travels. That makes sense. Pattaya City Hospital, yeah. Oh boy, I'll tell you what an experience. I had 2 doctors and like 3 nurses on me, and I had like a cut on my knee. My toe was sliced open. I smashed through my finger, and I smacked the side of my face on the chrome bars on the back of the song towel where like guys will lean. I smacked this is what I was told. I smacked that against that, and I had this huge hematoma on my face. So they had this the X-ray machine that like goes like this. So they did that, gave me a bunch of medication, healed me up. But what they didn't do is they were like, oh, you should ice this, like a lot. So I didn't, and I let it swell, and therefore the hematoma, I still have a little bump there. And that was 6 years ago. So yeah, I probably should have iced it. Last week starts now, back to Europe. Oh man, I wish you could stay longer. Selfishly, I wish we could hang out. But yeah, it does go by fast, huh? Past is easy, don't know why people. And Andy, I kind of agree with you. I mean, I did Gracie's certificate of entry, and I will tell you that I honestly think that they got back to me within less than 24 hours, if for no other reason than to say, well, you're missing this or whatever it was. I think that was the scenario. I then provided them with something, and I want to say it was less than 2 hours later that, in fact, I know it was less than like an hour later because I sent them something, and I'm in the condo. Gracie's in Manila waiting at the Thai embassy for her certificate of entry. And it was less than an hour. I was about ready to leave, and I got this email, and I had to sit back down and then finish it. And then she got her certificate of entry, and then, of course, she had to go pick it up. But their response time was great. Now, again, how many people were vacationing from the Philippines to Thailand? Yeah, you could argue that, well, that's not exactly the highest percentage of travelers come from that country. But, and it's not like the highest percentage come from the United States in normal times anyway. I know that the highest percentage are the ones that are Phuket sandboxing, but normally it's a lot of Germans. There's a lot of French here. I didn't realize that in Samui. I see like these groups in Facebook. A lot of French people, big French community, which is pretty cool. The guy that we rented the house off of initially, he was German. And we went to a couple of restaurants run by Germans. So, yeah, there's a bigger community of them here, too. But I'm glad it was easy for you, man. Because, I mean, again, it's just like, okay, I uploaded things and documents. Shoe polish on my hair. Absolutely, Joe. That's all it was. Yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate the hug on my mosquito bite. Right foot got decimated the other night on the beach. Mitch, did you run over it? What does decimated mean? Does that mean you literally like a steamroller ran over you? Hello from Stockholm, Sweden. Wow, I guess I'm like in the European time zone now. I never do live streams at this time. Stockholm, Sweden. Okay, so is Stockholm, Sweden colder or warmer than Gothenburg, Sweden? Than Gotham City? You can't. I mean, come on, dude. The comedy writes itself. Gothenburg, Sweden. Obviously, Gotham City, right? I'm Batman. You see, this is why Chris and I are like brothers. Poor Mike's Mozzie Bite. Oh, what was again, one of these Facebook groups, and someone posted something from Australia, and one of the guys from the U.S. can you translate that into us low-life U.S. language people? And I want to say the word the guy typed was critty, Krikey, cricky, or critty, or something like that. Is there a slang Australian word that began like a KR? I could probably look it up now on my phone, but I can't seem to remember. But I appreciate your group hug, and I hope that you're going to be the one instantiating it and demanding participation. Right foot got that. Okay, so we got to hear from Mitch what the hell this decimation. I really appreciate it, Stockholm. Okay, hold on. Here we go. You say Gothenburg as. Didn't you type it right the same, brother? Ah, okay. You say Gothenburg as Gothenburg, but you say Gothenburg in Swedish. Did I say it right? Because that's how the two dots on the O. What's that called? Umlau? Is that right? I'm sorry. We're not sophisticated in the United States, and so we don't have two O's or three O's. But I believe it's Gothenburg. I don't know. I'm sure my. Ah, thank you. Oh, no, wait. Here we go. Gothenburg. Got it. Thank you very much. How far behind am I in these comments? It's like, yes, Mike, we were talking about Sweden like 75 minutes ago. Goatberg. Is that where they develop goat cheese? Yeah, I bet. If it's cold in November, I can't even imagine what it's like there in February, dude. That must be just super cold. Actually looking at YouTube clips of some hotels, Marriott Resort Spa, Nanyang Beach. Anyone been there or have another recommendation? So, Mr. Van de Kay, Gracie and I have actually been at that one. I believe I did a YouTube video from there. In fact, Todd swung by and got there. We stayed, if you want to send me an email, livemyassoff@gmail.com, I can tell you the exact room type that we stayed at, because it was basically right in front of the pool, but like from the balcony, there was the pool, but then right past the pool was the ocean. So, and it was like with points. I used like Marriott. Oh, dude, if you're like a Marriott person, or if you're a Bonvoy, if you're a Bonvoy member, oh my God, had I to do it over again, I so would have had Gracie stay 14 nights in a friggin' Marriott property or a Bonvoy property or a Starwood property, right? Because I mean, getting credit for 14 nights in a Marriott, oh my God, that would have put me up into probably platinum. Oh no, wait, I am platinum. I don't know what. Anyway, it would have put me up to a level where, you get a lot better thing. In fact, I have a night that we need to use, like before January 3rd or something like that. I get like these annual nights, right, from Bonvoy, which was Marriott Starwood thing, the Bonvoys group. And so anyway, so we used our points for that, and it was a fine hotel. I will tell you, the customer service was really good. One of the things they did say to us, though, when we checked in, she said, so if you go to the beach, there's going to be a little bit of fleas, So we're like, okay, whatever. So we go out there, and it's low tide. So it's basically mud with like a little bit of water. And there's this hammock that's like into the... Gracie and I laid there for... How long did we stay in that hammock? At the Marriott? Remember where we got our legs bitten?
Oh.
Yeah, we were there for like an hour. And it was awesome. And then when we got back to the room, we remembered that the woman said, oh, by the way, there's like sand fleas out there. And I concur. So any advice they give you there, I would not take it with a grain of salt. I would take it as absolute gospel and respond accordingly. But I've stayed there. If you, and it's close to the airport, right? So it would be, a pretty easy drive. It's away from stuff, but again, if you're going to be like sandboxing, right? Then you're going to be staying there. Although, as far as I know, once you have the 2 vax, I think Mitch can concur with me on this, but he, like, after 24 hours, he was on a motorbike, like, tooling all over the place in Phuket. So you may not necessarily want to be there, because where you are at that Marriott, you're kind of away from everything else in Phuket. So, but I mean, I'm a big fan. Look, Marriott is not going to put their brand somewhere that's like not in a decent area. Marriott's over here are actually a pretty luxury brand. One could argue in the United States they're like okay, and you have to kind of jump up to JW's or Ritz-Carlton's to be part of a 4, 5, 6 type star. But even the Sheratons here are like pretty decent. But yeah, that's my long answer to your short question. Oh, do you like that show? You you love Joey Chow? So Joey Chow, he's the announcer for AP40, which is Asia Pop 40, and he does that out of Taiwan, out of the studios in Taiwan. And I pinged the guys and I said, look, do you ever do remotes? And they're like, dude, absolutely. We cannot wait to come to Bangkok. Cannot wait to come to Pattaya. And so it'll be neat, right? Because like once he starts traveling again, we'll get Joey Chow down into, I think Pattaya would probably be where he would probably go, just simply because he would have the most fans there. Although he might in Bangkok, I don't know. But I'm happy to be the flagship station for him in Bangkok, actually. I mean, AP40 is on a couple of other stations in Thailand. But yeah, good. I'm glad you like him. Asia Pop 40 is great. It's where I first heard Yep May Yep. Speedboat from Samui to Koh Samui back for 290 euros. You have to have the jabs to enter here. You have to have the vaccine, or you just have to have a test saying you're not walking around with COVID mucus spewing out of your pores. Because all we had to have to come here to Samui was a negative test. Love everything about chickens. Watching on two. Thank you, Mitch. I appreciate the extra traffic. 12 people watch. See, sometimes I think, no, I shouldn't do stuff in the afternoon because no one's going to be. But this is awesome, dude. I got like dual Stockholm. I mean, I got dual Swedens going on. I'm learning how to pronounce things in Sweden. I mean, come on. I know how to pronounce Toblerone and Saab and Volvo. I'm kidding. I know this, right? Mosquitoes dying. Got it. Decimated. Just the right foot? Were you covering your left with your charisma? Well, I will see you too, Andy. Psyched that you came by. Joe, you're finally getting to sleep? Jesus Christ. Talk about a guy that doesn't need beauty sleep. Bit of an exaggeration for the mosquitoes dining on my foot. Yeah, decimated would be like my foot got run over by a chicken forklift. That would be a decimation, I think. Joe, get some sleep for Christ's sake. Crikey perhaps means you're surprised. In Aussie, said, yeah, crikey. I think you spelled it with a K, but anyway, crikey. I was crikey. Yeah, that makes sense in the context of what he was saying. I think he was like, dude, I was totally surprised. That's completely weird. See, Andy, you're awesome, buddy. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. All you guys have said goodbye, and I still got 12 people watching. I'm honored, man. This is amazing. I can't believe this. 4 p.m. on a Sunday in the land of smart. You know what, dude? Now you're just like, if you're not going to come over here, come here. Can you train them to do that? Come here. Attaboy. I'm a fan of his chickens, though. He's got some cool chickens. Just a few hours, I was cleared to travel in Thailand. I got my first motorbike rental. Yeah, I remember that. That was awesome, dude. I remember you sharing that. That's really cool. Where did you stay, Mitch? Maybe, who was the gentleman that asked me about the Marriott? In Nanyang? Nanyang is cool. I mean, I loved going there because, like, on that beach, if you guys remember, that's where the planes come over, right? So that's always sort of an energetic thing to watch. I love doing that. How does one acquire points to stay in hotels? MedTech, great question. So the short answer is that effectively, it's not like signing up for credit cards, which actually does like have a potentially detrimental effect on your credit rating, okay? But if you like sign up for these point systems at every single hotel you go to, like in other words, and the other thing too in the United States, I mean, there's basically like 4 big brands, okay? So there's Intercontinental Hotels Group, which is also like Holiday Inns and, Intercontinental, obviously, but also some boutique properties. Starwood used to be just like Sheraton, 4 Points, and all of that, and then Marriott was the Marriott brand, and the Days Inns, or not Days Inns, but anyway, you would stay weeks at a time. And so Marriott and Starwood combined, and now they're Bonvoy, and so that is an enormous number of hotels. So the short answer is just every time you go to a brand that you find recognizable, sign up for their system. I will tell you that the Marriott Bonvoy credit card that I have. Because you just run stuff through it, right? In other words, like you charge stuff up, you pay it off immediately, and that adds to the points too. So I probably get like, I don't know, for the sake of argument, 500 to 1,000 points every month just from like buying and paying for stuff that I charge through there. I use that card, and then I also use my Southwest Airlines Visa to do the same thing. So I run like all my Airbnb, I think, goes through my Southwest Visa, and then it gets paid off, and so that's thousands of dollars a year effectively, and so it's tons of points. I think the last time I checked, I have like 48,000, 58,000, and then of course Gracie has the Southwest. So anyway, it's just like signing up for one of those things. Signing up for the credit card is not a requirement, and I think actually, if I recall, you said you are not a credit card guy. Good on you. Um, However, if you are a credit card person, if you sign up for these things and you sign up for the credit card, usually even in the first year, you'll get at least one stay. The neat thing about Marriott Bonvoy is that you get you get one night. I get 2 nights. I don't know why, but I get like 2 nights every year at a. I think their highest level. They have like 7 categories. I think category 7 is their highest, and I think I get like a free up to category 5 every year. So sign up, sign up, sign up. Yeah, I mean that's the short answer. I mean, but if you're going to stay somewhere anywhere, right? Like, why not? Thank you for the input, Mary. Do you have any other recommendations of a place to stay? What, in Phuket specifically? Well, of course, as you know, the short answer to everything is it depends. Do you have to have your own beach? Do you need to be near a beach? Or would you prefer to be able to like walk out and walk everywhere, like 7-Eleven, get some shaving cream, that sort of thing? Or you don't want to stay in a resort and have your entire life catered to you by that entire property and, pay, well, not a lot of money here in Thailand, but in Thai baht, pay 100 baht for a water, which arguably is $12 in the United States, but nonetheless. Steamroller. Steamroller's good. So yeah, I don't know. The short answer is just send me a message, email me and say, look, this is the criteria I have. Do you recommend anything? Now, again, if you're going to Phuket and you're not having to do 14-day sandbox thing and you're just like staying for a couple nights, just go anywhere and then get a motorbike and then drive around and experience the places yourself. Because, dude, literally every place you go to that's open is going to be a good deal. Cheap. 8,000 for 14 days, no meals. 8,500 for my 3 PCR tests. 8,000 for a 14-day stay. Yeah, Mr. Mitch, ping Mr. Vandekay and see what you guys can connect, and you can. Don't have a credit card, always reject because they don't always have. Yeah. No, and that's fine. Again, you don't need a credit card, and you don't have to apply for a credit card to get those. I only do that because it just sort of ended up. I mean, I have credit cards anyway, so I would sign up for them. Like I have a. What's the other one I have? United, right? Which is, again, it's not just United, it's United, but of course that means it's not Star. What is the? Oh God, that's gonna bug me. The not Starwood, but United is kind of like the first brand as part of all of the. Oh God, that's gonna drive me bonkers if I can't think about the global alliances. I can't remember what Mileage Plus, but that's not what it's called. Star Alliance. Yeah, so Star Alliance is good because Eva Air is part of Star Alliance, and I really like Eva Air. United Airlines, I mean, the customer service is ridiculous, and for the most part, the forward customer-facing people that work there are incompetent, and they don't care about the customer experience, and so you have a really lousy experience with United. But the nice thing about United is that every time I use the credit card and every time I fly United in the United States when I absolutely had to in past tense, then I would use those points that I would get with those, and I would use them on EVA. And EVA is a Taiwanese airline. If you've ever seen shipping containers, probably you've seen the ones that say Costco, right? But if you've ever seen the ones that say Evergreen, same company, they own EVA Airlines. And I can use those points on EVA Airlines, which is great. stayed at a 2-star hotel. I mean, I don't know if I've ever stayed at 2-star in Thailand, but I'll tell you, staying at a 3-star hotel in Thailand is just fine. The customer experience I've had is totally fine. My bank is finally issuing a credit card, so I will apply. It's fine. Oh, you have a credit union? Yeah, sometimes they're slow to do it. Mariano from Germany. What time is it there now, dude? Love from Dresden in Southeast Germany. Let's see. So it's 4 p.m. here. So what is it, 8 a.m. there, Mariano? I'm finally doing a live stream when Mariano doesn't have to like set his alarm to get up in the middle of the night, which I was just honored by, dude. You're a complete star. I just really honored that you did that. Time is it? 4:30. We're gonna get a pizza tonight at this place called Piccolo. If you guys know Samui, Piccolo is basically, it's kind of like the last, well, certainly the last Italian pizza restaurant going on Ring Road past Bang Po, entering Mae Nam. So it's there, and we basically live like right across from that little street. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 houses. Not just bungalow. I mean, they're bungalows / houses, but bungalows don't necessarily have a kitchen. These have a kitchen. 1 bedroom, 1 bath. I don't know if you consider that, if you include the kitchen and the porch as the living area, we probably have I don't know, 55 square meters maybe. It's a nice little, it's a studio basically actually, so it's probably less than that. It doesn't have a separate bedroom, but it works for us. And we're paying, well, with taxes and everything, because I'm buying it through Airbnb for him, which is sort of odd. Usually I'll Airbnb someone for a week, and then afterwards they're like, no, just transfer me the money directly. But this guy's like, no, go through Airbnb for everything. That way you get the guarantee, and okay, fine. However he wants to do it. So at the end of the day, we're paying just under 1,000 baht a night, which is a little steep, really, for Samui in November of 2021. But he's a nice guy. It's ridiculous. It's literally the quietest place I think we've ever stayed at in all of Thailand, and I love that. I can keep the windows also have screens in them, which you're like, of course they would. Why wouldn't they? Well, there's a lot of places that have windows at ground level that don't have screens. So these have screens, and leave the windows wide open all night and fall asleep to the sound of the crashing waves. And we're the 3rd house back. The first 2 aren't used. They're like, they're concrete sort of frame, but I guess for whatever reason they put in like wood inside, and they didn't treat it, and they didn't use hardwood, or they didn't use teak. And so therefore all the termites are eating the wood. So there's like all this brown dust. So they've closed those, and they're not allowing them to rent, which means we're basically the first house from the beach that's rentable. And all the other houses, the guy that sort of like, owns the property, if you will, he's actually leasing it, but he's like in charge of it. Steven, he's in house 6, and I don't even know he's there. He's incredibly quiet, and I like to think Gracie and I are pretty quiet too. Have a tent base here in Jom Tien, the road end of this month. Mr. Mitch, are you? Oh yeah, Mitch, you're going on that road trip with those guys, right? Nice, man. Yeah, I miss Mariano. Good to see you, buddy. It's good talking to you that one time. I'm glad we connected. I'm glad we've connected since then. 10:26 a.m. OMG, dude, that's pretty awesome. I caught you right in the middle of your workday. The last time I think I was going live or something, you're like, oh my God, I don't have or something like, I'm listening, but I don't have the volume up. I'm in the middle of a meeting. I was like, okay. That's the bank, not really. Your bank didn't have credit cards? I mean, that's an easy moneymaker for most banks. I'm surprised. Oh, Robin Cox, good to see you. Hope you're well. Watching you from her Kampala, Uganda. Visiting my new girlfriend. Kampala, Uganda. Watching you here from, like, Uganda, like... Wait, is that in the Philippines? Or the country Uganda? In Africa?
Yes, it is.
Dude! Wow, that's pretty awesome, Robin. That's great. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Good to see you. Aloha, Uganda. I actually set up a server down in Kenya. I set one up in Kenya. I have a domain registered in Kenya, but then I also set up one in South Africa just because at the end of the day, the internet was just simply better. Even though it was physically further away, the connectivity was better. And then it didn't get a whole lot of traffic, and I realized that I could pretty much serve up the world from Singapore, Germany, and Oregon. As long as I had those 3, that seemed to work out pretty good. But I'll tell you, the ability to next finish and spin up a VM over there in South Africa was simple. So we'll do that again when I get some more traffic. That's for sure. Just the last 2 years in Dresden for this year. Oh, 2 weeks. And then what? Then where are you going, dude? Are you coming here? Hold on, I gotta see this. Actually, it is a 4-star rating. Ashley Hub in Patong. I gave it a 3 top. Oh yeah. Well, I'm sure the food. Did you have to eat there? No, you could eat anywhere, right, Mitch? Oh, I'm psyched, Mariano. Where are you coming here? I think you're going to Vietnam, though, if I'm not mistaken, right? Dresden's a moderate city. It was bombed to oblivion during World War II. Well, yeah, but that's like saying, wow, the Japanese economy wasn't doing so good in World War II. Yeah, well, it's doing a little better now. That's right. Yeah. So it's you. That's a good question. I haven't even looked at KL. Pretty much the only thing that Gracie and I would go to KL for would be to hop through. We gave Malaysia, as far as I'm concerned, we gave them a try. We went to Penang, and what's the other island in Malaysia we went to? And the other one we liked better. Yeah, Kuala Lumpur is a big city. Anyway, the other island that's less populated than Penang. We like that one a little better, but still, Malaysia was not for us.
I just remember only Penang.
Just Penang, yeah. So, but yeah, we'd hop through there. I mean, obviously, it's a big AirAsia hub, right?
If you go up there, can you see the other side?
Yeah, Mr. Mitch, I'm psyched for your road trip, too. Are you going to be videoing it? Probably not. I mean, you're traveling with these like major YouTubers, right? I mean, Chuck and Joe, those guys video everything. And then now that Dave is going, he's probably going to have his GoPro on his motorbike. Vietnam's close to. Oh wow! So you're okay. So you're gonna. What are you gonna come here and meet? Like your girlfriend is gonna come here? I can't remember how that's gonna work. Anyway, no, June of next year. Well, that's a bummer, but I'm glad to know the data. Brandon stopped and headed over to celebrate Ty-tastic's birthday. Thank you, Mike, Gracie, and everyone in the chat. Hope to see you soon. All the best, Mitch. Thanks, Mitch. Always honored that you come by, buddy. Hope you're doing great. Well done, Gracie. Yes, Uganda and Africa. I've been visiting 2 radio stations here and been on the air on their drive time shows. Cool. Send us the calls, man. I'll tune in. That'll be awesome. I can't remember what you did. I know that we were trying to get together and you were trying to get time from me, which was sadly not easy. I apologize. But our schedule never synced up. Of course, now that you're in Uganda, so much closer to me now. As the crow flies. So, yeah. Shoot the... hold on. If I go to YouTube, Robin, and I make you a moderator, then you can share... Oops. And then you can share the links, I think. Otherwise, I don't think you can share the URLs. Or if one of my other moderators can simply just, turn it on. Or show it if he posts a link. Otherwise, I don't think you can share the let's see here. Can I just do it by... Can you go to Kalipe by ferry from Langkawi? Thank you. That's the other name of that. I just added you as a moderator, Roy, and now I added Robin as a moderator. So both of you guys should now be able to post links. So Robin, if you want to post a link to your station, that's cool. I'd love to hear it. Yeah. So Penang is where we went. It's right now actually I'm sure it's as dead as Samui is, but. Koh Samui for half a year. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know if there's something about this place that I like, but then there's another part of it that's just like, well, I also really miss Koh Phangan, and Gracie and I haven't been there together yet, and I want to show Gracie Mae Had and Koh Ma, which is, I believe, one of the best beaches ever, and especially now that it's empty, I want us to take our wedding picture there to send to my mom. So we travel with this whole outfit, like one half of one suitcase is things that we'll wear on the beach to take the wedding photos. We have a tripod already, but we haven't gotten over to Koh Phangan yet, but we probably will, so that'll be fun. So I can understand why you'd want to stay here. So to answer your question, Roy, you could. Can you do it in right now in November of 2021 during COVID? I have absolutely no idea because obviously you're going from one country to the other. But I know we absolutely could have done it via ferry when we were there in maybe 2017, 2018. I think it was 2018. I think we did our Malaysia sweep in 2018. So yeah, Copenhagen is definitely I like it. I mean, it's very chill, and Koh Samui is pretty chill now. So I mean, I like it. And in fact, when I was driving around today, if you guys saw some of the live streaming, there's very little traffic. And right now it's like 4:30. Gracie and I are going to cruise home, and then probably grab a pizza and chill out, hit up Netflix, and begin our evening. Once the sun goes down, Gracie and I are pretty chill. Pretty chill. Yeah, it does. For sure. Well, I mean, it's easy to go from one to the other now, so depends upon the internet connectivity. So I will tell you that my experience is the internet connectivity overall is much better in Samui, like everywhere. Like, I mean, you go to like I was down at a burger place earlier today, and it was like, actually, I wrote it down. It was 250 down, 236 up. I mean, come on, that's like solid glass, dude. And here I did a speed test the other day because I was like, well, if I were to do a live stream from here, what would it be like? And I think it's like 200 here too. It's just so easy to throw fiber in, they just do that. And I mean, you would think, okay, yeah, they probably have fiber laid down to bring the data over here. Well, they do, but they also that's how they get their electric over here. Isn't that crazy? They get their electric through giant copper, probably more like this, on the sea floor from the mainland here in Thailand. It's just from Natan, basically. This is crazy. And the reason I know this is because I read a story about earlier this year, a Navy ship dragged its friggin' anchor, cut the thing in half. Imagine the sparks from that. I'm sure they got over 100 amp service for the whole island. But and power was out for like days over here, And obviously the hospitals have generators. I even asked the guy that I rent the motorbike from, I'm like, so what did you guys do when they cut the cable coming over here? He's like, well, we have a generator. Of course, it's broken now. And I'm like, okay, so then what'd you do? But, probably not now. Yeah, I don't think you can go from there to there now because it would be inter-country. I will for sure find out and then send you a link to one of the coming days when I'm back in Denmark. We should for sure find a time of doing a thing on a Danish radio. I know, man. I don't know. I guess see, if you guys don't know, right? So like midday when I'm in Bangkok, there's a meeting I go to at noon, and I never get places late, and I always get places very early. So sometimes I leave my house at like 10 a.m. for the noon meeting, and I put those in my calendar. So if people try and make appointments with me, they know that I'm like, there's not going to be a false positive, right? So it's like I'm not going to be available at 11:30 for sure. And then the meeting ends at 1, and I usually hang out and talk with the guys for a while. And, if there's newcomers there, you kind of want to chat with those guys, or at least I like to, and potentially give them some hope. Plus, they remind me of what it's like to have 29 days and not 29 years. So that's a humbling reminder. Oh, if it isn't Patty Doyle and his sack of potatoes. Okay. Here you go, Patty. Let me see here. Should we bring him on? He's probably going to be like, fuck you, I'm not going on your friggin' channel. Patty, I love you, dude. You're such a good guy. Oh, my God. I've been watching. Let me see. I'm going to add him online, and then I'll... Patty, look at your line, dude. I'm going to send you the URL to the stream. Excuse me. Mother of God. I'm hawking up a lung. Yeah, you were down here on Samui for a long time, weren't you? Patty Doyle and his sack of potatoes. There we go. There you go, dude. Click on that if you want. If you want to judge me up close. Of course, I'll have to put my headphones on. But not a requirement. You think I'm living my ass off? Here's how living my ass off I am living my ass off, Patty. I'm going to call my motorbike dreamy. Actually, I'm only up to creamy. A, B, C. I got to creamy. My next step is going to be, first it was Amy, and then it was Beamy, and now it's creamy with, as you know, velvety cream sauce. But then next step is dreamy. I'm feeling awfully dreamy as I live my ass off. I hope you guys are all subscribed to Patty Joe's channel. I mean, the guy he's a friggin' cinematographer, man. Have you seen, what did he do, like a 2-hour 4K drone stream the other day? I was like, are you kidding me? That takes up like 70 gigs of data, for God's sake. 4K? Show off. I've got K envy. Send me a message mid-January for tips on good Airbnb stays. Feel free to send it to me now. don't hold me in suspense till January, man. Why, are you going to be doing a lot of Airbnb between now and then? Is that why you said that? Or you're just like, Mike, mid-January, I'm probably going to like you enough to send, hey, I really like my wedding ring. You? Basically just, Gracie just went like this. Looked like, what, do you want to pump smoke from me? Oh, here we go. See, now we're going to get questions for Patty. Because, of course, oh, look, somebody popular showed up on Mike's channel, other than Mike, who's not popular. Have you been in the province of Nan yet, Patty? I don't. Where was he recently? Oh, are you kidding me? Dude, come on. Tell the truth. All right, dude.
What's her name?
I see you, but I don't hear you. You gotta put on your. You can't see what his label is. Hold on, let me see if I can. Let me move this, and I'll put him over here. So that's Patty right there, just so you know, sack of potatoes. And that way we can have guys ask you questions, dude. I got no audio from you. For someone who's able to do 4K video from a friggin' drone for like 3.5 hours straight, and do a live stream, and do a premiere, and walk around without any goddamn pants on, I'm really disappointed you can't get your shit together and get some audio in there. I'm gonna need at least 20 depot and more headroom from you, dude. I mean, you gotta focus, brah. Focus, brah. I'm gonna need you to focus, brah. He hasn't driven Dreamy over to Hawaii, so he doesn't understand brah. I'm gonna have to teach you how to focus, brah. I'll put up your quote. You feeling a little bit less than? You don't think I acknowledge you enough? Oh, I'm so bummed that he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. I gotta tell you, these young kids and their damn rock and roll music.
2 weeks in hotel and 1 week at home.
I wonder if I did this. Will this work? I never know if this is good.
So very difficult to go back.
Let's see if.
You want to go back, but you don't have to go back. You want to go back.
I see he dumped out.
You never get it recalled, so very difficult to go back.
Oh, there's a good song.
On here, we can, beginning of this month, we arrived in Bangkok. Then we came here. I'm not sure when I'll go back.
You guys hear that?
I don't know when they will.
Do you hear what I'm hearing? It's going to change. I swear the album art's going to change. No, this isn't Demi Lovato. It's obviously I'm getting the lead out on BKK.FM. Tell your friends. What I don't know. I know there's no vid for Patty, unfortunately. What about right now? Is there audio? Or is it? No, it's probably getting muted, right? Because it's copyright protected. Friggin' YouTube. No music here? No worries. I'm supposed to share the audio, but again, it might just dump it out because there's copyright issues, which bum me out, which I can totally understand. It's not like I'm trying to make money off of them. I don't believe I'm monetizing. Hopefully, Patty will come by and we can ask him that question in person. Hopefully, he'll drive past by there on his little dreamsicle. Dude, if you eat ice cream while you're riding Dreamy, do you call it a dreamsicle? I got no video from you. I got no audio from you, dude. What are you in like that third world country of Thailand for Christ's sake? And you've got like no internet connectivity. Are you on Dreamy right now, trying to do a live stream? Very dangerous, young man. Very dangerous. Yeah, I was kind of bummed. Kashmir, by the way. No, we weren't playing Kashmir. Is Whole Lotta Love by Led Zeppelin. No audio from BKK. Nah, yeah, on YouTube they did this. I guess I'm back now, right? But it's not. So, well, let me bring up. I'm here. Yes, well, you're saying that, but I see no video from you, sir. What is this? I don't know what to tell you, dude. I don't know why. I don't know why you're not there. You should be there. Let me get rid of this. I'll remove this guest. You're the only guest I got there, sack of potatoes. Yeah, he did. He showed me a screenshot of him, like, and for some reason he's not there. I'm not seeing him. I don't know why. He should be. We've got plenty of bandwidth. I can turn him off. I can turn him back on. And I don't get any audio from him. I just don't get it. That's really disappointing. Yeah, now he's gone. Yeah, he doesn't like it. Technology doesn't love him. I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay, now he's back. I mean, I know it works because I can turn on my other. I'll tell you something. I see an ambulance in Thailand driving by with its sirens on, and I just get so grateful. So grateful. So grateful. Yeah, there is no video. I don't know what's up with. Honey, can you do me a favor?
What?
Click on the link that was in WhatsApp.
Sorry.
You can't?
Why?
Okay. I just want to test something because my buddy, Patty Doyle, is unable to. And I don't know why. She's very busy right now. Very busy. Okay, so if I take the stream and I click on the stream on my phone and it comes up here and I type in what I am, which is a sack of potatoes, connecting. And on my phone it shows up like this. And then when I add it, the video shows up right like this. See? So here's my phone. And this is exactly what you should be able to do. Considering yours looks like this, I don't know why, dude. Do you have like your video up? Like if you have your if you had your video off, then it would be black like that. If you have your video on and you have your audio on, then it would sound like that. So I don't know, bro. I don't know what to tell you. But you died? Like literally? Emotionally? Let's see here. Whoops. I miss you, Patty. I'm sorry you can't do it, buddy. I'm really bummed. You're amazing. We know this. All right, sack of potatoes. What do you got going on, buddy?
Potato.
I know. Technology can be.
You're small, but you're loud.
Wow. You know how many times she said that to me? You get that, honey? Pretty funny, right? Sexual innuendo. No big whoop. I wonder if I can do this Rooney. Actually, I know I can't bring up StreamYard because if I bring up StreamYard, then that'll grab the video and Restream will lose the video. So, but yeah, you're connecting. It's as if your video is off, and it's as if your video is not turned on, and it's as if your microphone is muted. Someone throw some spike strips out for those See, Chris, if you were here, dude, you and I, we would go to Home Pro, and we'd be like, hey, do you guys have any, like, I don't know, hammers, maybe, and a spike strip? You get a spike strip? My friend Chris needs one. And then he would be like, hey, so my buddy Mike over there, he's looking for a spike strip. And then, spike strip. Sorry. It's not funny unless I do this, you see. So now you understand why I was laughing with Chris, not at him, but with him. Well, I'll tell you what, Chris is technically competent. I'll tell you what, how about this? I will just do this. I will put the link. I will put the link up to every single. Um, I will put the link up to every single channel that I'm broadcasting on right now, and you guys can, you guys can click on that and prove to me and or Patty Doyle the technology should help, not hinder. I'm sure you've got at least 28.8 dial-up, right, Chris? See, this is, I mean, this. Gracie just won at her game, by the way. She's actually quite pleased. Would one of you guys, would one of you other guys please click on that and prove at least to us that that's possible? Or is the internet only local to Thailand? Is that why? If he's in Thailand, for Christ's sake, he's got maybe 4 hops down to me. Actually, I'm in Samui. I bet he could be hopping through Singapore, but I doubt it. I'm sure he's hopping right through Bangkok, and then Bangkok down to how would he hop into Samui? He would probably go down to Nakhon Si Thammarat. And that you see, yeah, there we go. This is what an adult looks like, Patty. Yeah. What up, Spike Strips? And that you see, yeah. You're cranking, yeah. You're totally working. Say a few words just so we can hear from you.
A few words.
You see, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, Patty.
No rocket science.
A little bit, I know, right? Go figure. 1s and 0s in the right order. Game changer.
Are we not leaving yet?
We're not leaving just yet. Why? Are you going to play another game?
Yeah.
Okay. Gracie's going to play another game with her sister.
Okay.
And, how come I'm getting echo? Oh, because you have the speakers on your laptop.
Oh,
You don't have
sorry.
echo. No, that's all good. It's all good.
You're on the big screen. Sorry.
That is. Ooh, maybe I should stand up. So this is what we get from Patty Doyle, not working. This is from a guy that can do 4K drone shots while riding a bike that he affectionately calls Dreamy. Anyway. I love how you, for your name, you used sorry about the lighting. You didn't want to identify yourself. You were just like, sorry about the lighting, bro. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. What do we got here? Philippines on demand. You guys know POD, right? Oh, he's a good guy, man. He's a good guy. Who is, I mean, I don't know. Should we be side by side? Does that make us look more like brothers? Should I stick my chest out? My 9 hairs? Should I show those? I got a little bit of facial going on right now. I don't have that much manhood. I can't man up. Oh, there we go. So sack of potatoes comes in. You clicked it again. You ain't nothing, dude. Got nothing. I can't man up. Come on.
You're getting audio from me, Mike?
I am, sir. You've got that crazy, sexy accent. That's all I hear. But I'm also hearing myself in the background. But now I'm not. Now I've muted you so I don't get any feedback. But there you go. Thank you so much. I hope all is going well with you too, buddy. Good to see you, man. Philippines on demand. Man, that's another video channel I haven't watched for a while.
Demand for what?
Oh man. All right. Well,
Thanks.
that's only 2 of you, huh? Only 2. I post this link up there. I got 9 full guys streaming me on the big screen, of course, as they should. And it's just Sack of Potatoes. I really wish we could hear from Sack of Potatoes. You guys can't see his name though. Actually, maybe if I removed him. What if I did this and then put him there? With that, now that I've acknowledged his name, does that somehow make his video work better? I don't know, man. I do not understand why that's not working. Yeah, all is going well, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's good. I'm honored you came by. I haven't streamed in a while. So. Do you talk about the written? I literally don't even know what that is. I don't pay attention to any news that doesn't add value to me, and the only news that adds value to me is it going to be sunny or rainy on Samui? That's it, man. That's the best I got. So I've written house trial. I don't even know what that is. I'm totally ignorant to it. Sorry. But I want to know why Patty Doyle can't just click on a link and make it friggin' work. Oh, see, now he goes away. Just, God, hates everything about me. Wow, that's the second ambulance. Can we just have a moment to have a gratitude attack about how psyched we are? We are not in that ambulance right now. Yeah, I know. I wonder what percentage of those poor guys that drive past here on these like 110cc. Oh, it's 4, 5, 6. Make a wish.
Done.
Boom.
What time is he closing? So maybe.
It's well, actually, we can leave. I've been on 2 hours. Look at that.
Yeah. I'm gonna finish my game.
You're gonna finish your game, and then we're gonna go. We need to pay for sure.
If you wanna leave.
Oh, sorry. There we go. There's a little bit of delay on showing the comments. Sorry, Dennis. Good morning, my friend. Late to the party. What's happening, Dennis? Not a whole lot, actually. If you want to rewind, and we can take you back 2 hours to when the party really began. But for right now, we were just trying to get Patty Doyle online. But as you know, he's incompetent. I mean, what has he got? Like 11 subscribers or something like that, plus or minus. Talk about successful. Is he at 60,000 yet? I think he is. I think he just recently hit 60,000. I really think that's awesome. No big deal. I bet both sun and rain. That's how it works here in the Philippines. Absolutely, dude. Hot and humid all day long. Thank you, God. You want to visit Bangkok in 2022? Well, shoot, dude. Keep me updated. I think it'd be awesome for you guys to come over here. I invite everyone to come over to Bangkok. Bangkok is a very cool spot. And it is until it isn't. And the nice thing about Bangkok is it's so incredibly easy to leave Bangkok and go to some other places. So anyway, with that, and Dr. Lighting here, ladies and gentlemen, big hug, my friend. Right on. Thank you very much. Glad you came by. All right, gents, I'm going to call it a successful live stream. So I want to thank you guys for coming by. And is it really fun? Is it fun, dude? I know it's fun. Oh, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Germany. Hold on. We got to do this. See, look at this. I can bring guys on from Australia and Germany, but Dr. 4K live stream up in friggin' northern Thailand can't get his internet to shit together. How you doing, man?
I'm good.
So for people that probably or may not have seen it before, describe to us your process with your yellow Post-its behind you. Are you brainstorming?
Actually, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Go right ahead.
Okay. So this is my work, what I have to do. I'm a back-end programmer. I'm coding back-ends and APIs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my one. It says visual, which is wrong because it's back-end. But the other stuff is it's AI, the AI apartment. And as you can see, check marks are on my side and a little bit on the AI. And not finish it is AI department and me almost done. So.
Wow. Can you tell us? I mean, I'm sure there's some degree of proprietary, but I mean, can you tell us some of the stuff you're doing with AI? Because I think a lot of people are just like artificial. Like, does that mean like you predict what website I'm going to go to? Can you expand on your AI?
Of course, it's Pornhub. But we're doing something special for the medicine community.
Oh.
For nurses, we developed a duty AI, which means if you have I don't know, 20, 30, 40, 50 different nurses on your hospital on staff, and you want to manage them, you do it usually by an Excel-like sheet, And we have developed an algorithm that predict which nurse is coming next week on Friday and can work, I don't know, next month on Saturday or whatever. So the algorithm checks out how many hours do you work this month? How many hours do you have to work? Which is the best time that you get on duty? You have kids, you cannot work on weekends. You have, I don't know, you have a husband who don't let you work on Sundays. You cannot work on Mondays because you are with your grandma and stuff like that. Goes all in the algorithms, and we make a duty schedule for all the nurses on the hospital.
Wow! And
so
you
this
do
is
it
what
like
we
a
do.
month out.
No, we do it 3 months out.
Wow. Now, why so far in advance? Is that because, like, along the way you could have some catastrophe and you're like...
I was imagining, we doing it for next week or something.
Right.
But all the hospitals tell us they making it for 6 to 8 weeks in advance. So they can plan operations, they can plan other stuff to hire, And if you are understaffed, we have some APIs that you can connect to temp agencies, and then you can hire some temps for the work, for nurses or for operations or even doctors,
No, that's actually awesome, because then you're not doing any of this stuff last minute. Like, the surgeon knows that he's got 3 weeks from now. Like, no, you can't go on vacation. Steve Smith is going to be here for...
Yes,
wow,
exactly.
That's
yes,
great.
Exactly.
Now, do you attach that to any degree of monetary savings? Like, in other words, in IT, we would always be well, this is going to help you because the amount of money that it costs to onboard a new employee costs this amount, right? I mean, do you guys attach that to salary?
The claim of the company is we save time, and time is money,
Yeah, right. Sure. Yeah.
If the head nurse is going around and and seeing is the staff doing okay, is the patient okay, is everything going smooth, it's better than she is sitting in front of an Excel sheet and making all the adjustment. We making adjustments for 3 months in about 3 seconds. She is doing it in about 3 days.
Yeah. Right. Sure.
So we save time.
What data points do you need to take in? other words, I guess that there's obviously
a lot,
like you said, family, right? But I mean, it's got to be like skill set, right? Like this nurse knows how to be a phlebotomist, but she has no clue how to do plastic surgery. And just
we have the data points. The data points are it's a tagging system. You have different tags to a nurse or to a doctor or whatever, and then you have all these historical data. When you make your plans for the last, I don't know, 2 years or something, we digitize them and we feed it into the algorithm, and the algorithm know how to handle this stuff.
Wow,
and
that's awesome.
And especially, degrees are really important. If you have a master nurse or whatever it's called, I don't know, we have special terms in Germany for that. Then you have all the things that you need. But if you have someone in training, then you can only do certain stuff,
Right,
so that is all really important for the algorithm. So that's what we do. That is what I do for another 4 weeks, and then I'm out.
And then you're done with this project, or are you just going to take some time off and then go to your next one?
No, I'm done with the project. Then I have some time off, and then from February 1st, I go to Southeast Asia. I don't know yet. I want to go to KL, but I don't know if they open up for me or not.
Right.
Nobody can tell me right now.
Yeah.
But if I cannot go, and I cannot go to Vietnam, that's for sure, where my girlfriend is, then I'm going to Thailand. And then I will start in Bangkok for a week or so, and then I go down to Koh Samui, maybe Koh Phangan, but Samui sounds better for internet connectivity,
Yeah, I mean, arguably the infrastructure here is well, I mean, the power hasn't gone off once. And when I was in Koh Phangan last year at this time, it went off a few times. Which, I mean, that can be, well, right in the middle of a live stream with Dana, actually, one evening. But, so I'm curious, how is this a SaaS model? Or did you sell them?
Yes, it is.
How do you charge? Do you charge like per person, per day, per hospital?
No, per person.
If you have 100 nurses, then it costs you twice as much per month as a hospital with 50 nurses, kind of thing?
Yeah, of course we give discount from hundreds,
Okay.
But you pay per head, yeah.
Okay, because I'm trying to figure out how, because I'm making an app that is back-ended with, it's more BI than AI. But again, it's behavioral thing, right? So in other words, the person installs the app and it says, yes, I will allow you to watch me, basically, watch where I go. And so then as a radio station, we say, hey, Burger King, look, 75 of our listeners drove by here once an hour. And not only can you do location-based advertising in the app, but you can also justify spending money on a radio station because people actually are driving by your establishment, listening to our music, and they can buy. So
can I tell you one thing?
Yeah.
Can I tell you one thing?
Yeah.
I maybe I don't know right now the time frame, but from June I'm working for a company in Saigon that's doing exact the same thing.
Oh, good. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm the first person to be like, you know what? I tell you what, why don't we tell someone's phone they should go buy Wrigley's Spearmint Gum because they keep driving past the 7-Eleven. I get it. So, but for me, it's that I've realized that in radio, there is no, I mean, obviously there's been technology that hospitals could buy. For God's sake, I mean, Epic has been out there, right? Hyperspace in the hospital world. That's been out there for years. But, the intelligence behind it, it's not there. And what I discovered in radio is while there might be like 7 or 8 little pieces of different companies' software, there's no portal that the sales team has that they can like literally open up on their website or on their laptop and show it to a potential advertiser and say, look, this is the reason why you need to give us $1,100 a month or whatever because of all these people. And I know that my buddy who works for State Farm Insurance in the U.S., they have a pretty sophisticated system that their agents have. So in other words, like a guy shows up at your car and within 17 minutes, he either says your car is totaled and we're buying the whole thing, or here's $1,700 and you go fix the left fender. And just, and to the point where now they're like, well, look, we can verify that there is a camera actually on the person's phone who owns that car because it's inside of the app that's assigned to them that they log into.
Yeah. And
under penalty of perjury, they're not showing us a car that is not theirs, that is damaged. And then we just literally we wire the money into their account and $1,100 later, and you don't have to do a truck roll, right, as it's called. You don't have to physically have someone show up. And so that's like pretty awesome. But I don't see anything like that in the radio industry right now. What about
because radio is broadcast. Radio is not even push. Radio is broadcast. And I think you have to move from broadcast to push.
Well, so here's the thing. Indeed, radio, right, as we all sort of originally defined
it sounds very good that you have an app where you can listen to music from a radio station. It's not like something like Spotify or whatever from a radio station, and you walk by a 7-Eleven who has advertising with the radio station, and then something push up and tell you, hey, the coffee is half price. Come on in.
Yep. No, absolutely. And again, there's obviously proximity. You can push something, beacons, right, and everything. But the thing with radio, too, is that everyone's like, oh, yeah, AM transmitter, FM transmitter, maybe you're streaming. And it's like, no, dude, FM transmitter. I mean, I know buddies that are in the United States that, like, look at the balance sheet and they say, you know what, we're not even going to bother renewing our FCC licensing this year because it's a complete waste of money on electricity. We're just going to stream the crap out of this thing. And we're going to be on TikTok and YouTube and Twitch and Twitter and, and all of this. Because that's how people consume music. I mean, at the end of the day, radio is like, how the hell do I pull someone away from Spotify? If I can do that, then I can potentially say to Toyota, give us money because people will actually pay attention to your ads and buy your cars. But, it's a real... I
think there are only two reasons to listen to radio. The first one are you're in a car. You're in traffic,
Yep.
And the second one is it's very common in Germany if you're in the office, then you listen to radio because it's playing some music in the background and that's it.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
You're not doing it at home. You're not doing it at home, and you're not doing it in the bedroom or something. No.
And if you're anywhere else, you have your mobile device. And I mean, quite frankly, it's not like there's no decent FM in Thailand anywhere. It's all lousy, low power, horrible, multipath, and so they all listen on their phones. And so you get in your car and you take your phone and you put it on the suction cup and it Bluetooths to your stereo that you're driving around and you stream. And most people will do either, Spotify or YouTube or whatever. And so to get them on your station app, then it's like great, because then you can interact. And the nice thing about many people's phones is the minute it gets into, like, I mean, you definitely have this in Germany because of safety. You have like Android Auto, right? Like, in other words, you get in your car and you can do a finite number of things on the phone, ideally not distracting you from hitting a baby. And so
it's all by voice control.
Right?
Yeah.
And so the neat thing about that, you could be like, okay, radio station app, where's McDonald's? You know, and it would be like, well, there's one 7 miles away, but 10 miles away, there's a coupon from bkk.fm. You know, I mean, again, this is very sophisticated, and it's the ultimate fantasy, of course. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes from a yellow Post-it to reality. So I'm glad you're doing that.
I know. But I see one problem. How do you get to the people to use the app? I mean, they have so many things that are built in. They have in the US, they have Pandora. In the world, they have probably Spotify or Apple Music or Google Music, and you are number 5 or even number 10.
Oh,
I think it's very difficult. I think it's very difficult.
The short answer is we do what we've always done in radio, and you should buy your listeners, right? In other words, like the first, 10th caller gets $1,000, or person to install this app. And the way that I see it being really easy, especially in a market like this, is you go to the cell phone carriers and say, listen, what we're going to do is people are going to listen to this app. And obviously we're going to track how many minutes they listen. And every minute they listen, they get another hour of free data, or they get another 100 megs of free data, sponsored by AIS, sponsored by True, sponsored by Verizon, whatever. And so you effectively pay them to listen. And of course, you're going to get people that set up phones in their house and just start it and then leave. That's fine.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you'll also get people that listen on the beat. I mean, here, right? Like, in other words, you don't necessarily sit in your car, you sit on the BTS. And if you're like everybody else in the BTS, you're doing this the whole friggin' time.
Yeah.
And so you interface with them and you give them something to do, something interactive, but not too interactive, right? Because you don't want to use up a whole bunch of their data sending you information that you're essentially not paying them for. But then you got to give them, and again, I mean, they're inundated with other. Should we go? We're getting eaten by mosquitoes. We're getting decimated by mosquitoes, Mark. But yeah, oh shit, Mario. I know you and Chris. I could talk to you guys forever about this stuff.
We will talk in February when they come. So
yes, for sure. Well, thank you for coming by, and thank you for both of us shoving our nose into Patty Doyle's incompetence. Deezer's big over here too. That's interesting. You should say that, Chris. Right on. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Mariano. It's great to see you, man. Great to see you smiling. And Chris, you're always awesome, man. Every single time you come by, you add tons of value. So thank you so much. I will talk to you guys soon. It's Mike from LiveMyAssOff.com, along with Gracie, saying, "We hope you live in the dream. Because if you're not living the dream,
you're going it wrong."
boom. See you guys.